Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julia and today we're going to talk about this Louis Vuitton Epi NeoNoe in the size. This is a black leather bag, pre-loved, that I've been using for the past month. So if you're interested in learning more about this bag, where I got it from and what my thoughts are, stick around and keep watching. And if you like hearing videos about handbags, fashion, and more, subscribe to my channel down below. So this bag, I have been renting it for the past 30 days from a designer handbag rental service, which I've talked about more on my channel and other videos, and I'll mention it toward the end of this one too. This is not sponsored, it's just how I've been enjoying this bag for the past month. But this is a bucket bag and something that I had seen online before. I liked the look of it, very subtle branding, but not over the top, and just was interested to try this bag out. So I'll give you a better look at it and share some of the specs in this video in case you are interested in a bag like this yourself. So this is a Louis Vuitton bag, the size, so like a medium size of this bag. The NeoNoe has this bucket bag look here. There are two handles on it, so I have this short handle here that kind of works for a top handle or putting it on my arm like this. But there is also a longer strap right here that is perfect for over the shoulder when I'm out and about, and a good handle drop length here. Good amount of space to get that over my shoulder. So two options here, both of them clip on with this silver hardware, so you can easily take these off if you would like. I have not taken these off while I've been using this bag. I just go out with both straps on, so I have options depending on how I'd like to pick it up and how I would like to wear it. There is a black drawstring on the front, so you can pull this out here to make it more spacious to get in and out of the bag, and then tighten it up for that security while you're walking around. So let's get into what the inside of the bag looks like. It is two compartments separated by a zipper in the center where you can also put additional things right there. It's black, so it's not super easy to tell, but I'll stick my arm in there. It's pretty spacious in here. I've been able to fit anything I would need, not just for an evening out, but like a full day. Can get a water bottle, a book, sunglasses, case, wallet, keys, everything. There's nothing that has been an issue trying to fit in this bag. So if you want to carry a lot of stuff with you, I think this is pretty perfect. The one thing that would not fit is you could get like an iPad or a Kindle or what have you. This would not fit a laptop. I do have my laptop here near me. I'm not going to test that out because I just know that it will not fit in this bag. But anything else you could have that you need for your day out, this will work inside of this bag. And I'm going to take a look at the specs just to make sure I have all of those correct as well. So the color is black, again has those straps and zipper pocket on it. It is made of epi grained cowhide leather. It has a microfiber interior and silver hardware. You can see this subtle LV branding on the front. I don't think anyone can really tell when I'm out carrying this unless they're familiar with this bag, because you know, really close up on cameras where you can see that branding in the bottom corner of the bag. There is also Louis Vuitton branding on these handles, this hardware here, you can see it along there. These snaps here also has the branding, but again, it's all super subtle. It's not something people would notice when you're just out walking around. It just looks like a nice black leather bag. It's pretty light without anything in it, which I like. I don't love to carry heavy bags on my shoulder, so without anything in it, it is not heavy because it is sizable. If you stuff it, obviously it will get heavy if you have a lot of heavy things inside of it, but if you don't, it is manageable. I like when things do not start heavy. According to the rental service I'm using, which is called Vivrelle, I'll drop the link below. Again, it's not an affiliate link. It's just what I've been using to rent designer handbags for the past few months to swap them out instead of committing to one bag. According to Vivrelle, the estimated retail value of this bag is $2,570. The bag that I'm renting is pre-loved. I don't see a ton of signs of wear on it. There's a little bit on the bottom of the bag just to get a sense of how that can go. There's no feet on the bottom of this bag. So this, you know, is black leather and could possibly scratch. So a few tiny nicks and impressions that I see on the bottom of the bag, but nothing major. And then I can see some scuffing toward the bottom. So real minimal, but if I look very, very close where some of that black is rubbing off on the bag, you can see some white underneath, some scuffing and things along the edges and corners of the bag. I'm looking up close to see what else I can show you. Nothing super apparent to me. Like this might be the most, these little nicks right here along the front. So obviously when you're just walking around, when it's farther away, you're moving, you're walking, no one's really noticing that. But to inspect it up close, I do see very minor signs of wear and tear. So I'm unable to know what year this is when I'm renting it. I don't know how many other people have used this bag prior to me renting it. So I can't tell you how much wear led to that, but just be aware if you are getting this bag, that is something that can happen to this bag that perhaps would not happen on a canvas bag. But of course, any purse that is being used is subject to getting some signs of wear and some signs of aging. Otherwise, this has been a pretty hard wearing, I would say casual day bag. I feel pretty comfortable moving it around and not really worried about damaging or having any marks showing up on it. That's the beauty of a black bag. I haven't spilled anything in it, but also, you know, I just don't really see any signs of like dirt, dust in there, which is nice. I can see somewhere, and this might be a little hard to show you, along the zipper in here, also perhaps a little bit along the edges here of this fabric microfiber lining, there's some signs of wear. Of course, it's inside the bag, so only you will notice that if you own it. This would be an interesting one if you want to get a liner for it, because it does have this compartment with the zippers inside. It seems like every bag has some kind of thing you can buy if you want to line it or have an organizer, so I'm sure there's something available. But I was not expecting, until I did a little research in this bag, I didn't realize they have a center compartment. I've used it a little. It's divided my things on different sides to help me organize a bit. Typically, I'm someone that if I could choose, I'm fine with just one big open compartment. I'll figure my own Jenga situation out for all of my items. The way I've been using it is half my stuff on one side, half on the other, and then in this center compartment I had like Altoids and hand sanitizer. So it's however you want to use it, but there is this dividing line down the middle of the bag when you take it out. The size, this is 10 inches wide, 10 inches tall, and 6.5 inches in diameter, and the top handle drop says 5.5 inches for this bag. Again, retails for $2,570. Would I buy this bag for the price point? No. Quite frankly, I have a lot of black bags, so personally, I have a surplus, so I would not spend that amount of money on this bag. It has been fun to rent, and I have been enjoying it. If the price point was not that high, I would be interested, or I would not mind finding something similar, but just not Louis Vuitton to carry. Bucket bag style has been fun. I especially like this drop here for this handle. It does look like you can adjust these snaps a little bit depending on how you want it. I haven't actually played around with that, but I do really like this. This drop has been comfortable to throw it over the shoulder, grab and go bag, but I personally would not spend that amount of money on this black bag. It's not super apparent it's Louis Vuitton. Granted, a lot of people like the subtle look, the quiet luxury, if that's what we're doing. Not everything needs to be giant logos and canvas, which I understand. However, with $25.70 as the price, you're kind of paying for the brand, and I would be fine just getting a black bag that doesn't have a very subtle LV on it that is probably way less in price. So for trying it out, for renting it, it's been a pleasure. I've enjoyed it. However, this is not going to be a bag that I purchased from Vivrelle or from Louis Vuitton directly. But again, this is the look. I like that it's elegant, understated. I love a black bag. It's been easy to wear. It is silver hardware, so depending on the kind of jewelry you like, or if you're cool mixing metals, that is what it looks like. But it's been a nice bag for the past few weeks. However, it is going to go back to this rental service. I think I'm probably going to take a break from renting handbags for a little bit, and we'll just dip back into my own closet. But it's been fun to try out a few different styles over the past few months. If you check out my channel or the links below, you can see other videos I've done renting bags from this rental service. I rented an LV Speedy with a very interesting look to it and a few other bags. So if you want to check those out below, you can see some other bags that I've taken for a spin. But let me just make sure you've gotten your fill of what it looks like here. If you own one of these, I've seen a lot of these NeoNoe bags on YouTube. Not so many in the Epi. I feel like I see a lot in the different canvas options. But if you have one, I'd love to hear in the comments below, what do you love about it? What do you not love about it? I'd say in terms of cons for this, you can do the drawstring at the top to tighten it a bit, but there are times where, you know, I like a lot of security in my bags. I do live in a city, so having a zipper or really secure closure at the top can be good. Otherwise, I might be, you know, wanting to keep it close to me to make sure no one can reach into my bag. So the fact that it is open, even though you can do a drawstring, this I would consider a con for things to possibly fall out or be accessed by someone. Another con that I would notice, I mentioned the price point, would be these subtle scratches and marks that happen over time. I would certainly encourage looking at some pre-loved websites to see how prone is this bag to these kinds of nicks, marks, color coming off of the bag over time, scratches on the bottom. Of course, if you use a bag and love it, it's going to show signs of aging, but I don't know how quickly or how prevalent that can happen on this bag. So that is something I would encourage you to seek out before you buy, is look at versions of this that people have worn for years and years, or pre-loved versions online, to get a sense of how this is going to live, move, age over time. But that's today's video. That's today's bag. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. I will leave the link to the rental service in this bag specifically that you can rent yourself if you want to try it out and see what you think as well. And I will be back with some more videos in the future. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. You can also subscribe to my channel to hear more handbag videos. And thank you so much for joining me. Have a good week.